too loud. I like that. Yeah, I think you've done a bunch of calling response. Okay.
Warm them up.
I think we should warm them up.
All right, everybody, hands up! Hands up! Hands up! And we've got a lot of people from Flint. All right, now give me your wallets.
No. They're away from home.
Okay, fine. Hands out.
Out.
Then put them out like this. And bring them together like this. And again. And again. And pick up pace. Thank you. Show's over.
Get back.
Nice.
Now that we have our hands warmed up, I think we need to warm up their vocal cords.
Yes!
Yes. Haha. She's got the spirit. Repeat a few of these lines after me. Are you ready?
After me, are you ready?
Isn't that amazing?
Isn't that amazing?
Aren't they wonderful?
Aren't they wonderful?
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
Isn't the captain amazingly handsome?
I don't
Believe it.
I hate you all. All of you.
Yes, you are. You have no choice.
Okay.
Now it's time for introductions.
Right, introductions. Hey there, how's it going? How you doing? Hey, hello. How are
Captain.
Excuse
Captain.
What?
Get
All right, everybody, put your hand out like this.
your right hand. And repeat after me.
After me. No, we're not related. Oh.
I am. State your name.
State your name.
Wow, I'm so glad to be here.
Wow, I'm so glad to be here.
Which is great because we are just happy to be here.
Yes, we are. Just happy to be here. Yes, we are. Arr.
And if you couldn't tell by my wife's speech impediment, we are pirates.
We are.
The most dashing and daring, courageous and caring pirates to have ever sailed the 5 seas.
7.
No, there's 5. Erie and Superior and Michigan and...
Those are Great Lakes. We're holding up Michigan.
Oh, close enough. And, and we do all the things that pirates... No, wait, it's not yet.
Yeah.
No, I have to say who I am. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Drake Mallard, the infamous Captain Duckman at your service.
And the crowd goes wild. And I am Genevieve! Woo! His trustworthy first mate. I feel less than trustworthy.
What?
I said I love my life!
Well, of course you do, because you know who's in it?
Who?
Gosling, our daughter,
Right. I
who
am
has
for
no lines whatsoever.
Thank you, partner.
She's like a living prop. Everyone should have one. You're so cute. You're so cute. Everybody say, aww.
Go over here.
Everybody say, you're so cute.
You're so cute.
Now, I do want to warn you folks, because I see some of you young men looking at my pretty daughter. I am not one of those fathers who sits at the door with a shotgun waiting for suitors. No. I'm a pirate. I've got cannons. Now, as pirates, we spent the past several years doing all the things that pirates do. Looting, plundering, putting our hands like this and saying savvy a lot. But it got kind of boring.
And we got kind of caught.
So we decided to turn ourselves to a more profitable venture.
Yes, music piracy. You see, I've started hijacking all of the bars. I've got Robin tied about back right now. Next semester, those fun pirates and munches.
No!
Yes.
Music piracy is wrong. You wouldn't download a ship, would you?
Yeah,
And you have to put Robin back where you found him.
he does eat a lot.
And he's underage.
No, he's not.
Looks it. Anyway, no, what takes real talent is doing something everyone else has done before, but making it better.
Oh, wait, because we're pirates, we can do it better. Arr. Arr.
So we're going to do that staple of the Renaissance, Shakespeare.
Oh, goody. I love
Or,
Shakespeare.
as Jen would say, Shakespeare.
Alas, poor York.
No, we can't do Hamlet.
Why not?
Our ghost got unmasked by a great Dane.
And who would have thought it was old man Polonius the entire time?
And he would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for that meddling Prince of Denmark. Ruh-roh, Ophelia.
Well then, friends, countrymen, Romans, lend me your ears.
Okay, 1, you. 2, this audience is way too,
Impressionable.
yes, impressionable. That one tried to pull her ear off.
I know she would have been rated last weekend at the Buccaneer Fest.
No, because during the stabbing scene, everyone would rush the stage. No! No, you don't.
Oh, right. Well then what are we doing?
We're going to do a show about romance, danger, teens making really stupid life choices. We're going to be doing The Duckmans, Romeo and Juliet.
Two households, both alike in dignity.
In fair Verona, where we lay our scene.
From ancient grudge break to new mutiny.
Where civil blood makes civil hands unclean.
A tale as old as time.
A song as old as rhyme.
Beauty and the Beast.
Copyright infringement.
Right.
Disney has words everywhere. It's that guy. It's an old story. Boy meets girl, boy and girl fall in love, but boy and girl cannot get together because their parents disapprove. So boy and girl engage in a series of hilarious shenanigans that ends in their deaths.
Hey, wait, spoilers, come on.
Come on, no. A spoiler is Snape killing Dumbledore. This is something everybody knows.
Shame on you.
You see, back in this old city of Verona, there are two warring households. The Montagues and the Capulets.
For you younger folks, think of them as Team Jacob and Team Edward, but with less spurs.
And for you older folks, think of them as, Autobots and Decepticons. More than meets the eye. Italians in disguise.
And this is where we find the two brawling families fighting in the streets. Die!
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 No, for real. Have at thee, foul Montague.
I foul?
Yes.
Clearly thou hast not smelt thine own breath. Alfred?
But
Ow!
that's so much fun! I'll wait the show.
Doom!
But the prince would have none of this. He ordered his guards to descend upon the brawling families to cease their senseless fighting.
Senseless? Never! The Capulets will pay for something they did that I don't quite remember, but you'll pay for it.
Well, you Montagues, you'll pay for making us pay for something you don't even know what it is.
But the prince persisted potently. It's a word, look it up. Enemies of peace, profaners of this neighbor's same steel, on pain of torture from these bloody hands, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground.
This kind of but it was more like you don't look at me and I won't look at you and nobody accidentally gets stabbed.
Which worked awful well for the older folks, but you know how kids are. Tell them not to do something and they're all for it.
Right, kids, do not eat your vegetables and do not clean your rooms.
And whatever you do, don't take advice from pirates at a Renaissance festival. She's college educated. All right. Oh yes. Romeo was the one who would not follow the rules, and for the purposes of this show, I shall play Romeo.
Oh, please.
What?
You're no Romeo.
Why not?
I mean, he's handsome and young and successful, a good actor, over-actor.
Okay. And pissed, what is this? Mine ears has heard that the Montagues Capulets are throwing a party to announce the engagement of sweet Juliet to the noble Paris. Even better, 'tis a masquerade. I may sneak in disguise, and no one will know who I am.
No, no one would guess Captain Duckman wearing a duck on his head.
I'm Romeo right now.
Sure you are. Well, if you're going to be that guy, then I shall play Juliet, the loveliest of the lovely, the fairest of the fair, the only one sleeping in a bed tonight of a certain Duckman hoping to speak right now. I am tired, and I am worried because my parents seek to force me into an arranged marriage.
And a falsetto voice.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Whatever. The two of them both attend the same party.
And from across the crowded ballroom, their eyes meet.
Ow!
And they fall deeply in love.
Second ow. And they kiss.
What? No, that's not in the...
Oh. Sunscreen.
Takes my karma.
Of course, someone has to ruin the fun.
Yes, the nurse tells Juliet that he is of the hated family. And Juliet reacts thusly. OMG and Montague, ew, as if, that's so gross. But he is kind.
And Romeo responds, I don't care if she's a valley girl or talks in text speak. STFU. She's still a hottie.
Oh, shame on you!
Which brings us to the end of Act 1. There will be a short intermission,
What?
during which I encourage you to stand up, grab me a root beer.
No. We can't let them get off.
Why not?
They won't come back.
Good point. Let's move on to Act 2.
Yes, this is where we find Romeo being a total creeper.
I'm not a creeper, I'm romantic.
Since when?
Since the beginning of Act 2.
Okay, I'll buy that.
And Juliet climbs into her balcony.
Huh?
Juliet climbs into her balcony.
Here? What?
Juliet climbs.
It's not gonna happen.
If you won't go to the balcony will come to you. And I, seeing her so far above, oh, yeah, okay. I'm really short. Can think but one thought. Time to take a selfie. Hashtag in the garden.
I will answer you.
No. I think that I might spout sweet poetry to her. But soft. What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east. The east. And Juliet, the sun.
Wait. Do a vampire style.
It is the east. And Juliet, the sun. Ah, the sun! It burns!
This is my favorite. Do a Twilight style.
Sparkle, sparkle.
And I, Juliet, not knowing that Romeo is being a total stalker out to my
I'm
garden.
romantic.
Yeah, so was Edward.
Hey. I'm pretty about that.
I decide to speak of the love that I cannot have. Romeo?
Yes?
Oh, Romeo.
What?
Wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Right here.
Deny thy father and refuse thy name. For what is in a name? A rose by any other would be just as smelly as you.
Are you saying I smell?
You were dead best for 3 consecutive years.
Right, let's button that up a bit. No. And I, overhearing her sweet whispers, expose! Children, word choice is always very important in everything you do. Reveal
Now
myself.
much better!
I let her know I'm there.
Okay.
And the two lovebirds whisper sweet nothings to each other.
Sweet nothing.
Sweet nothing, sweet nothing. Till the wee small hours of the morning when they finally must part.
No, you hang up.
No, you hang up.
No,
first.
you hang up.
Okay, click. Boys. But they make plans to meet upon the next night.
That next morning, Romeo jumps out of bed and goes to visit the local friendly fryer.
Oh, what's he frying? I could really go for some of that barbecue ribs. Oh, they smell so good. Standing here all day long.
No. Fryer like a priest.
Oh, yes. Oh, Father Lawrence. Oh, Mother Lawrence. I crave your audience and your ear. Please listen.
Do I have it?
Nope. I have fallen in love with the most beautiful girl.
Yeah?
Her eyes, her hair, the way she looks standing on a balcony in the moonlight.
Well, who pray tell has stolen away your heart?
Juliet!
She is a Capulet.
And we'll be married, my good man. Woman, will you do it?
Let me get this straight. You want me to marry you two young kids who've only actually spoken once, who have no means of supporting yourself, whose families are in a lifelong... Yeah, sure, why not?
Just wait. Somebody's read this before.
So Romeo seeks out Juliet's nurse.
Wait a minute, wait.
What?
Why does she have a nurse? Is she sick?
No. There's a nurse, short for nursemaid. You know, somebody who takes care of children.
Whoa.
What?
How old is Juliet?
But don't you have a CV over here, Romeo? Grace Hansen will be along shortly to have a word with you.
Whoa! It works? That joke always fails.
That's correct.
I mean,
That's it.
that's where I remember you from. Anyway,
So, moving on.
Romeo tells the nurse all of the plans he has for the wedding.
And the nurse tells Juliet, who reacts thusly. No way! Romeo can't plan my wedding. It's mine, and I want to make it perfect. I want to constantly the golden egg.
Who knew she'd be such a bridezilla? Bridezilla now in 3D!
No. Just prepare me
You are really
to Tokyo.
Oh no! Juliet is attacking! Which brings us to the wedding!
Oh, yes. the
You be
wedding.
Juliet,
Yes.
I'll be the priest.
Excellent.
We need a Romeo.
Yes. We need somebody brave.
Brave.
Somebody strong.
Strong!
Somebody a little bit baby.
Like that guy right there.
there.
No, sir, the one turning to look behind himself. Come on up, sir.
A big round of applause for Romeo.
Romeo grabs the mighty sword. Don't worry, that happens to everyone.
You can stop it over here.
Yes! Don't worry, Romeo. You'll know your line when it comes. Juliet, do you take this man in sickness, and there's a lot of these days, and health? Do you both pass at the ripe old age of 30?
I do.
I think he's a little overripe. And Romeo! Do you take this woman you've known, what, 5 seconds now, to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you man and wife.
Excellent.
No kissing, he's still mine. No, you're still mine. A Freudian slip is when you say one thing but mean your mother.
And with that beautiful marriage out of the way,
Act 3.
Act 3. Yes, this is where we need one more volunteer.
Somebody expendable, like that guy in the red shirt. We love having expendable red shirts. You got it, good. Mercutio and Romeo, best of friends, walking about Verona arm in arm. Not hand in hand. This is Verona, not San Francisco.
Where they come upon one of their hated foes, Tybalt. Who insults the two?
Well, look at that! I didn't know they let dogs roam without leashes.
Mercutio was outraged. Give them outrage. He gives them ambivalence. There we go.
Constipated.
And he hollers back one of the classics of insultitude.
So was your mother.
My mother? The woman was a saint! This is being videotaped. Grandma's gonna know. You fight like a cow!
Romeo, hoping to calm the two men, thrusts himself between the warring parties.
Nice thrust.
But Mercutio would have none of it. He broke out the big guns.
Small caliber, big gut. Well, no, those aren't small caliber.
Thomas.
But Tybalt pushes Romeo aside and runs Mercutio through. Mercutio
Staggers to the left.
He staggers to the right.
He falls to his knees.
He calls out, "A pox on both your houses."
A pox on both your houses.
There he is.
And he dies. He dies over there. Zombie Mercutio!
Romeo was aghast. Or just gasped. He drew his own sword and ran Tybalt through. Tybalt staggered to the left. He staggered to the right. Fell to his knees. He called out in pain.
YOLO!
And then he died because he deserved it. Died.
Hashtag already dead.
Mercutio, stand up. Take a big bow. And take your Thank you for letting me borrow him. This is where Romeo's day goes to pot. The prince happens upon the scene and catches Romeo red-handed.
Yeah, let him be banished on pain of death if he returns. That's what you get for killing me. I mean, Tybalt.
Romeo hops upon his trusty steed. Steed enough. He was on the run from the law.
One might even say he was on the lam.
That joke is just bad.
Don't I feel sheepish?
Romeo goes to hide in exile on that bench right there. This is where Juliet gets some really bad news.
Oh, that's right. And you can be the nurse telling Juliet.
I'll be the nurse.
And we need a Juliet.
Yes, we need somebody
Somebody
young. We need
impressionable.
somebody pretty.
Somebody who knows the lines.
Yeah.
Like that young redhead right there. Come on.
Come on.
Juliet.
Oh.
No, girl. Every young lady wants to be a princess.
Except right over here, I'm going to give you bad news.
The nurse tells Juliet that one of the Montagues was run through in the streets.
Really? Hey, Julie, one of the Montagues was run through in the streets.
Juliet wept in sadness. She was sad because her true love was dead. Sadder? Sadder? Okay, that's just sad.
No, it wasn't Romeo who was killed. It was Mercutio.
Juliet ceased her tears.
Yeah.
She never really liked Mercutio.
And then Romeo killed your cousin Tybalt.
Juliet was ambivalent. Was possibly blonde. Tybalt was that cousin that you know is related to you, but you're not really sure how, but your mom makes you be nice to him anyway.
And then the prince showed up and banished Romeo forever.
Juliet was sad all over again. She went to her bench to cry.
Here, this one. Romeo, being that brave soul, came back into town, braving his exile, to talk to the priest.
Romeo.
He walked.
Ah, yes. Romeo, my son, what you've done, a horrible thing. But if ever there was a man that needed killing, it was that Tybalt.
Wow, you are a terrible priest.
Gets better. I've got a great idea. I've got these 2 train tickets for you. You can sneak into Juliet's bedchamber, then sneak out again at midnight. You guys can go anywhere you want.
Right. So they can take the midnight train, going
Georgia.
anyway.
Oh, what a journey it'll be.
So that night, Romeo sneaks into Juliet's bedchamber to snug.
What every man wants on his wedding night. A good ... snuggle.
Wait, Captain, keep Gosling clothing! Gosling is free!
I have no line. Really? Harry Potter? Really?
You already made a Harry Potter joke. She learned it from watching you! Wait, Paris!
I bet none of you remember Paris.
I used to have lines.
Yeah, you did.
You were wearing that kilt.
You had that hat.
It was love at first baguette.
Mi amor. Fun drink.
My protection. Paris, the man engaged to Juliet, goes to speak to her parents.
I will be married to your daughter.
Got it. But there's been a death in the family.
About to be, yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah, hold on just a moment. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I still do not care.
But there's a funeral to plan.
Part of I do not care. Do you not understand?
When you just drinking the cookie monster.
C is for cookie. Now give me some, please.
No cookies for you. All right. We admire your persistence. We'll move up the date of the wedding.
Zut alors, sacré bleu! Because French, get it?
Got it. Wanted to get it back.
That's happened before.
No, stop it.
Thank you.
Is Carl
Wait.
making an appearance?
Why does your cup say Carl?
Fired. Right him through. Took his cup. Way cheaper that way. So, it's at this point in time.
Cider, really? No. You're not supposed to drink. No! Anyway,
So, this is where the nurse sneaks into Juliet's bedchamber. 1, to get a good look at that Romeo. Rawr. And 2. What did she do? Oh, to warn her that her parents are coming!
Romeo leaps out of bed! That wasn't in to begin with. And out the window!
Juliet runs to the kitchen. And it's clear, because even if we're on the street, it's around one.
The parents run up the stairs!
Hey, Juliet, guess what? No Paris?
Yes, you're going to marry him.
She did not want to be married.
She shook her head.
She stomped her feet.
She threw a tantrum.
Until her daddy told her.
Do it or I'm kicking you out of the family.
Ooh, at this point, Juliet gets something as
Plantation is even a word?
It is now. And in her plantation fury, she decided to go visit the local friendly friar.
Back under the brown cloak. Wow. So many costume changes.
Don't worry, we're on to Act 4.
Oh, goody. Act 4 of 4.
That was 5.
Oh, 2.
Let's all go to the friar. Let's all go to the friar. To get herself some wood. She tells the friar that she fears that death is the only way out for her and her Romeo.
No. Death is never the answer. Tell you what, I've got this great idea. I've got this poison. Had to make sure it was empty before she got it.
They need to like dumb
A single sip, and you'll fall into an enchanted slumber. Your parents will think you're dead. They'll put you in the crypt. Romeo will come to get you, and you'll be on the midnight train to Georgia. Plan that simple. What could go wrong? Juliet, she turns to her chamber.
No, she doesn't, and it's my line.
Fine.
Juliet returns home to tell her father that she will acquiesce to his request to marry her. Then she returns to her bedchamber.
And her daddy is like, squeeze!
To be alone with her child of boys. The boys. Chug.
Which brings us to Act 5, the final act. Dun dun dun!
Really a musical sting?
Well, doesn't that sound better? I mean, imagine if everyone did it with me and I said, Act 5, the final act! Dun dun dun! Little finger trigger, that's okay. But before we continue with that, we need to step into our little blue box and go from the Verona and then to now and here. Are you my companion?
I mean,
You see, friends, as sad as it may seem, this is how we make our living. So in a moment, the family will be out amongst you with our hats in our hands. If you were entertained today,
or if you were just laughing at all of this.
please, a 5, a 10, a 20. It really helps. We've got a growing child and college debt like you wouldn't believe.
No, if you can't afford to give, completely understand. Please come up, shake our hands, give us a hug. Tell us that you love the show,
Even if you have to lie. We do have one more show today at 3:15. It's a completely different show because we make completely different lines.
Improv!
You can find us on the Book of Faces at Just Happy to Be Here. If you've taken pictures or a video during the show, we'd love to see it. That being said, it is time for Act 5. Wait.
The final act! Dun, dun, dun. You never say
Well, let's try that better. Act 5, the final act!
Dun dun dun!
Romeo receives some horrible news.
Hey Romeo, Juliet's dead.
Tact?
Did you see me as the nurse? I mean, me.
I learned it from watching you.
Oh yes, Romeo, in his sadness, cried. You listened so well. Good job. He sets out to visit the local apothecary, which is a fancy name for men who makes drugs. He asks the man for his strongest boy.
What you want is the hemlock. Hemlock's fantastic. Kill you dead real quick. Now, some people swear by arsenic, but with arsenic you get this horrible bitter almond taste. And a really good movie.
But when the boy told man why he wanted the poison, until Romeo,
Invisible cash. You got the money, you get the poison.
Juliet's fetch him, his bench over here.
He walks in circles a lot.
He does. Oh yes, and now the prince, the priest. Oh my goodness, received some terrible news.
What do you mean nobody told Romeo that Juliet isn't really dead? This is what you get for sending a girl to do an altar boy's job. There's some laughter here that really isn't appropriate.
Shame on all you.
That being said, Romeo runs for the crypt.
Yes.
The priest runs to tell the princes and the lovers' families.
Sadly, Romeo beats them there. He sees his love dead before him and drinks his poison.
He staggers to the left.
He staggers to the right.
He falls to his knees.
And he dies.
He dies over there. That's where we keep Romeo! Well, I think it's pronounced Romero. Die. Not sitting dead.
She sees her love dead before her. She shrieks in terror.
Maybe she saw a mouse.
She rushes to his side.
She grabs his sword. She grabs his sword and throws herself upon it. She staggers to the left.
She staggers to the right.
She falls to her knees.
She
Short
cries
distance.
out. She cries out in pain.
And she dies. She dies over there. You're young, you can do it.
This is where the prince happens upon the scene. He is saddened by all of this emo teenage suicide.
For never was there a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
Romeo and Juliet, please stand up. Give her your props.
Give me.
Take center stage. Take a big bow. So much.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us out here. If you do friend us on the Book of Faces, you can find all the other places that we're going to be. Remember, every show is different because
We
we're bad
remember
at
a
this.
whole new line. It's true.
We are
Show